Hey guys, what's going on? So I've been kind of sort of lax on the updates. I've been really busy. So yeah, I've gotten a lot done. Last video left off, or last clip, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know how I'm going to do this yet. So, anyways, I got the engine in, bolted in. It was in there. So since the last one, I've gotten all the wiring done. I still need to zip tie some stuff back there because it's kind of a mess. Um, got oil in it, oil in the transmission, turbo's back on, turbo's plumbed, exhaust is connected. Pretty much everything's connected. I was gonna try and record the first start, for you guys, but I just kind of did it without you. Yeah, so I didn't record the first start. Because I did it at like 12 o'clock at night. I had gotten to a point to where I said I was going to stop, and I didn't. I kept going, and then I just went ahead and started it because I wanted to hear it run since it's been 6 months since I heard it run. So, anyways, it's all together. Well, the engine transmission part, anyways. Um, Axles are in, bolted together. I need to finish putting the suspension back together. I need to do an alignment and all that fun shit. I get the radiator back in, and that's basically it. I just need to get the radiator in, I need to get the suspension back together, need to do an alignment, and then I can take it for a test drive, and we're ready to go. There is one more thing I need to do, which I should probably tighten that before I forget. Be a nice little leak. So anyways, one more thing I gotta do before I put the radiator in is I need to bleed the clutch. It's really dark. Anyways, yeah, I gotta bleed the master or slave cylinder. Slave cylinder, that's what they're called. So I gotta bleed that guy. So figure since I failed at filming basically everything else, I at least start filming some of the easy stuff. I mean, to be honest, like filming this stuff adds so much more difficulty. I mean, it's nice in some senses because I can go back, like if I mess something up, I can go back and look at the video and figure out what I messed up. But there's some things like wiring where it takes so much of my focus to not be distracted by stuff, to get things right. Like I ran into a few snafus with the wiring, forgetting to connect grounds that were necessary, and it's really stupid stuff. So anyways, bleeding the clutch. You need a 8mm, I believe. Yeah. I like to use these little one-person bleed kits. This one's pretty filthy. Should probably clean this out before using it. Had to run by Home Depot and get some new hose because the hose, once it's exposed to the brake fluid, does not last very long afterwards. It gets all hard and weird. So the way these work is they kind of create kind of a sealed system. So you fill this up partially, not too much, because that's not going to go there. And you got this little cap here. It has a little feeder in there, a little straw. And so one end of your tube goes here to the end of the straw, and then to your clutch line, and that's it. And so what that allows you to do is you can open up that spigot and pump the clutch from inside the car. You don't have to worry about sucking air back into the line because that line is, submerged. It's only going to suck more fluid in. Then all the air just bubbles out and comes out that end. Oh, it's a nifty little... I really like them. They work for... You don't really need that much line, but I like to be able to sit this guy somewhere close by. Or not close by, but someplace where I can see it from inside the car. Because that way I know when you stop seeing bubbles come out of it is when it's, is when there's no more air in the clutch system. There we go. Put that there. This goes to the end of the line. To set this someplace where I can see it without it falling over on me. Should be alright. So yeah, with the line on there, all we do now is crack this open. Not too far open, but open enough. Make sure you got plenty of fluid in your reservoir. I can just go in and start pumping the clutch, and you should start seeing something. I really have a hard time getting this started, so I'm going to set this low first. That's pumping some fluid now. That is nasty. Should probably flush this stuff. Go ahead and take this, and I can put her up here so I can see it. That is some nasty fluid. I should probably really flush this, but I'm not. Yeah, now that that's done, I can go ahead and work on getting the radiator in and intercooler and all that stuff. And I'm not going to bore you with that stuff because you've seen it before. If you haven't, you can check out some of my older videos. So anyways, I'm going to get to that. And yeah, don't want to leave that on there either. It'd be a bad time. Alrighty. Alright, so I've made quite a bit of progress. As you can see, intercooler, radiator, everything's all plumbed up, everything is connected. The car runs. Sorry I didn't get the first restart on camera. Figured it really wasn't that important. But anyways, car runs. Only thing I need to do real quick is reset the timing, or check the timing. Because I put new cams in. It should be the same, but I don't want to chance it, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and get this go into Escort here, and I'm going to go to ignition settings, ignition options. I'm going to set the timing from use table to fixed. Battery's about to die. 10 degrees. I can send that. Alright, so right now the software will hold the timing at 10 degrees, so that way I can hook up a timing light and check the timing mark. So it should be at 10 degrees on the timing mark that you can't see in there because it's too dark, but you can take my word for it. water leak there. Anyways, I'm just going to keep chiseling away at this until I get it ready for a test drive, and I'll bring you guys back for that. Oops. Alright guys, sorry about the fog on the lens, this came from inside. Anyways, as you can see, I have accomplished a lot since checking the timing. Battery died while I was doing the timing stuff, and I just said screw it, I wasn't going to re-record it. Timing was still dead nuts on. Everything seems good. The only issue I had was the temperature gauge. It went straight to red, and it was because I had it shorted to ground. The temperature gauge wire is black and orange. All the grounds are like black and pink, and they all kind of look alike. So I saw a wire that looked like a ground, and I tied it to all the grounds. Turns out it wasn't a ground. It was for the sending unit for the gauge. So had to rerun that, but that wasn't a big deal. But yeah, it's all back together. Axles, blah blah, exhaust, all that shit's done. Batteries bolted down. Ready for a test drive. It's raining right now. Sprinkling on and off, so I'm just going to probably just go for a drive around the block and run it through the gears and make sure everything works. I'll bring you guys along. Alright, so this is the first drive. Nervous as hell. This is probably going to be really loud because these motor mounts... Oh, sorry. First drive, using the lapel mic because the motor mounts are really gnarly. And I don't think you'd be able to hear me with a standard microphone. So, go ahead, start her up. Start her up and let her warm up. I have a lot of fuel in here. It's really not that vibraty, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm just going to walk around, check for leaks and all that shit, and then we'll take her for a spin. Alright, so this is the moment. First time moving, hopefully. That idle is really rough. I feel like it definitely sounds like it's misfiring. Alright, first time moving. Fourth. There she is, man. She's moving under her own power. Ugh. I got some tuning to do here because she does not want to stay running. Those brakes are kind of cooked. Get her back and get her tuned up. Yeah, other than from that rough idle, you know, she seems to be back together. So I'm gonna try and figure out what's going on with the tune. She's running way lean. But yeah, so that pretty much concludes that. Sorry it wasn't more exciting, but she's obviously just not ready to rip yet. Probably also has some bad gas. This E85 has been sitting in the tank for 6 months, so I probably need to fill this up with some good stuff. But yeah, till next time, guys.